What's up, man? So I'm not sure what you've read, but if you have a washed sand is rounded, okay? So when something's round, it has a real issue holding water. When you have that crushed rock that you guys are using, well, first of all, you've got the dust that's in the rock, and so if they don't wash it, it's truly not clean. It's got a lot of fines in it, and that masonry sand is supposed to be a washed product. I think the mistake a lot of guys have is they get play sand, or they're maybe not getting true masonry sand. But if you get a washed masonry sand, it should not be holding moisture. So it could rain on your sand and you can screed it, lay your pavers same day, because it doesn't matter. The stuff doesn't hold moisture. The only issue with it is it's round, so if it's too thick and it doesn't lock into that angular layer, it's got to settle in when you compact it. If it doesn't, then it might move on you. But that's why you can't put an inch of the stuff down. You got to be like 3/4, I think, tops, half an inch, 3/4. It's really just enough so you can get a nice screed to kind of hammer out just that fine tuning. But doing an open base, I mean, my patio looks just like yours before I put my sand on it. It's hard to explain to the customer why you're skipping a step and I'm not whenever they see me doing it. I don't know how you explain that to them, especially when you go read ICPI. I mean, maybe you can go to the manufacturer's instructions and say, well, this manufacturer says not to do that. They've had issues with it in the past. But when you're doing big flagstone pieces and bigger pavers, I don't know, man. Putting it on straight limestone seems kind of sketch. I've thought about it. I've thought about cutting that corner before because, man, it looks so ready to lay once I get done putting that sub base. The sub base makes the upper base. I mean, really, it does, because whatever your sub base is, that's what your patio is going to look like. At least that 3/8 inch chat layer that we use. We use 3/8 inch clean is what we use. That's the problem, is we don't have like a mix that's clean here that we could use if we wanted to. We'll have to grade. We have to mix our own well-graded gravel if we want to have a well-graded gravel. So our sand works great, though. I've never had an issue with it. So I don't know. I'm not sure where you're getting that sand holds more moisture than limestone, but limestone actually absorbs moisture, so it's going to actually retain quite a bit. But hey, to each his own. Whatever works for you. I'm just going to keep preaching to my customers that I'm doing it by the book, and I'm going to do it by the book. And I think everybody's going to be happy, and if something goes wrong, I'm going to go out and fix it. And if I got a crazy customer who doesn't want to let me fix it, I know that I've got the book behind me to support me. And I just want to make sure you guys have that too. Don't just go listening to random people on the internet. Protect yourselves and your companies. That's all.